move tonight.
Yeah.
We have sound now?
Yeah, we have sound now.
Do we have something sharp to spread the two pieces of plastic? You know what I mean?
There should be scissors somewhere. Also, I just want a stack of fucking shot houses for like.
I found them.
Found them?
We also prepared.
I mean, today's just been a hectic shit show, so.
It's weak, dude. Like, you know? It's one of those piles of shat. It's good old William Shatner, you know what I'm saying? Golly.
Golly!
Caught flame. Let's get the shit out of my.
I'm gonna go ahead and fucking remove that post. Fuck everybody.
What?
I just posted on Facebook to see if anybody wanted to fucking come. After I asked fucking tons of people.
What bitches, man? Chopper.
I mean, at least half of them are actually doing things.
Half of them tell you they're doing it.
This is possible too.
Tis possible. Tis possible they just suck some huge butts.
Huge butts and stuff.
I love butts and stuff. Oh, stuff and butts. Oh man, that's funny. You drunk yet?
No.
Me neither. Weirdest thing. Let's move tonight.
These fries are garbage again.
Yeah, they're not great.
Like, it's like my favorite part of the game.
You gotta start asking them for fries with no salt.
Yeah.
Wait for those freshies. And then
I don't know, like.
and they'd be like, there's no salt on these. Be a Karen. Then run back in and fresh and season them. You know what I mean? Like a man. Oh, holes. Yeah. This is the part where I hurt myself. Oh, fuck. I'm scared. Everybody be cool. You're just holding fire. Fire rocks. Move the fucking target on me. Get her done.
You okay?
Yep.
You can get yourself a whiskey coke.
I think it's not that Carolina Reaper Coke?
Actually, probably not the worst on the planet.
How about agave Coke?
I mean, it won't get you drunk.
That's a shame. Fucking Wall Street dealer shit. Well, that's right. You got the East.
The East.
Yeah, the East. Alright. Mm-hmm.
I saw a clip that I've never seen from Family Guy the other day where it was like every time Peter gets, it's like a highlight reel. Every time that Peter gets hit in the bag with in the nuts with a bag of nickels, and they take a bunch of like random scenes that's from like other shit where they like put it. It's kind of funny actually.
Okay.
But I had never seen. I don't know where it came from. I never saw that before. I also don't watch a lot of fucking Family Guy either, so that's probably why.
Ford reportedly makes a soft top standard on the 2022 Bronco Wild Track. You misspelled Wild Track. I guess that kind of fits the. Was it Sport Track that they spelled like that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sport Track was also without a C. Oh. The C is unneeded.
Depends if you know how to spell in English or not.
Oh, yeah. See. It's really dumb.
You think I'm ever gonna be able to hear?
Fuck.
Oh crap!
Yeah, super silly, but worth a watch.
How much the worth?
Watch the worth.
You know?
Your new phone case? This is just the one you normally have at work.
No, I got a new one. Stopped using the wallet case.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice it was like this iridescent. When I got it, it's like, oh, cheap case. It's kind of nice though. Push the speakers up.
How well does that work?
Pretty well, actually.
Them?
Yeah, it's kind of like I can't even have it on full blast when I'm like in a small space. They're just loud.
For the cone effect. Just having a bigger cone.
Yeah, big cone. Oh.
A big cone.
Oh, suck on this.
Hold up.
Hold up.
I guess all of them.
Hodor.
This one again. For some reason, it's just constantly fucking being like, nah, dude. Nah, dude.
Ooh. Ever wondered what a surfing sex cream tastes like?
Not that.
It's actually pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad, not bad. I don't even know what to fucking talk about. My brain is fucking fried this week. It's fucking murder.
How was your week?
I'm over it. I'm ready for this fucking
Ready for what?
shove a dick all the way up this week's asshole. That's how I feel about it. It's not, I don't. I'm fucking over it. I was glad that, like, last night when I finally, woke up from my slight nap, that was way too long. But I'm glad that we had, like, decent games this week. It wasn't, like, too frustrating.
Yeah, all the cheaters left. Which would be great.
Yeah, I found him in Apex. That makes...
You have to get ready. They have to train now to be ready for November when they can no longer do it in Call of Duty as easy. So they went over to Apex to get used to it.
Like, I think we actually got somebody banned, like, during our fucking our matches.
Oh, like band?
So like the second one, I told you like I kind of died.
The one that we all reported?
No, like in my today.
Oh really?
On Apex, literally like mid-fight, this like DCs like they're like in a punching like it was one of my sister's friends was playing with us, and they both like ran out like ammo and both their guns, so they just started punching each other, and like mid-fight it just stopped moving, and then it's just gone. So like, and like this bitch had like from across the map like triple headshot at me with a fucking no scope, nothing, like just fucking bam bam bam. And I was like, cool. And then literally like, I think they got banned mid-match. That's how like fucking gnarly it is in that fucking game right now.
Good. Fuck you, person.
Because they do have an anti-cheat. It's not great, but
fair enough.
yeah, when it's like cool, you just break me with a 100% purple shield, everything, immediately dead. I was like, cool. That shouldn't be. The time to kill apparently is 50 milliseconds. Like, it's not. It should never.
Okay.
It should never
It's
be
like,
that.
huh?
Yeah, it should never be like that.
Hardcore Warzone?
That's what it felt like. It felt like I was playing hardcore fucking Call of Duty.
Dude, fuck that.
And it was like.
Could you imagine?
For like 2 rounds, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And they're like, "We're dying instantly."
That would be great. Hardcore.
No, it wouldn't be great.
Here's a stupid match. It's one of those stupid games.
It's just 4 bullets for fucking so you have 2 bullets or one, so each one's 100, but the place is only like 1.5. So like it's 2 bullets to kill somebody. It depends on the gun.
They just make it just one shots. At distance, it could be more. Like it's hardcore resurgence, but none of the countdown shit. You immediately respawn on the ground with what you had. Like,
That would be hectic. It's like
you
we were
do
talking
that
about
until
the second to last circle, like
or
it
it could
kind
be
of
like
is.
a kill race, or like
As a circle
the
collapses.
map is always as a circle collapses, the bottom 5 teams or whatever
The bottom markers are
get
gone.
booted.
So like, let's say like every like 30 seconds.
Oh, dude, that'd be fucking nuts. That'd be cool, yeah.
Maybe like a minute. Like it starts fucking taking the bot. So like even if your team, like it's not your team, it's just individual. So you have your squad of 4, and then the individual bottom markers just keep fucking getting knocked off.
Oh, so you just lose a squad mate?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun too.
And like again, every like 30 seconds after the first like let's say 2 minutes. After the first 2 minutes, every 30 seconds, just bop 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 bop.
Dude, that'd be nuts. So there's no camping, there's no BS. It's kind of like putting cranked in it. You better go out there and kill somebody.
It's basically cranked Warzone.
Hardcore cranked Warzone.
I think a kill race would be fucking fun as shit, even without the hardcore scenario of it.
Right, yeah.
You start with your loadout, and it's again after the first 2 minutes, it's bottom marker every 30 seconds.
That'd be great. That should be a thing. We should build a game. Yeah, there's so many.
Wouldn't that would be fun as fuck?
Just like, let's partner with Activision, but we don't make another serious game. Like, nobody wanted this World War II game. Make this.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I told you what I want to make like a Gang Beast style battle royale, where the time to kill is like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Something like that, like, and the guns are garbage to use. And then the circles keep getting smaller and smaller, so it just keeps packing them in. You know, do a map like Warzone size, like Verdant sized, but like 60 players with a constant closing circle. There's no time in between. Or like maybe like the first like minute it's not closing, and then at that point it's always constantly shrinking the battle. Yeah. And the time to kill is like 4 seconds. On like any weapon. And even then it's kind of hard because you can't hit shit the same way.
Yeah.
Or like melee weapons, lawnmowers, I don't fucking care. Like just dumb shit. I want a dumb battle royale game that's like Fall Guys is fun, but it's not like a battle royale really.
No.
No.
It's a platformer.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer platformer.
It's a party game.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's not. I wouldn't. Yeah, definitely wouldn't call it a battle royale.
Because they call it like the battle royale. And it's like it's not really what I want. I want something like again like Warzone plus Gang Beasts, and then constant closing circle. Would be fun as fuck.
That would be a lot of fun.
It'd be so fun with dumb cars that like the wheels can fall off and shit.
Planes and just weird shit.
Yeah, just weird shit. You're on pogo sticks. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. The rollerblades just fucking zooming through downtown. That.
Wouldn't it would be fun? Like,
they did the 80s. What the fuck? They missed that.
There was a game called what was it called? It was super fun. It was before you got a PC. It was a battle royale that had like bicycles and shit, and it was like in between like Tab G, like super ridiculous, but Tab G is still hard. That game is still like difficult. What was it called?
For how silly it looks, it's a pretty rough game.
Yeah.
I still can't believe you bought Power Wash.
I mean,
I almost did the other day.
you can just play mine.
Yeah.
What is this? This over here. Steam. I know where I find it. Radical Heights is what it was called.
Radical Heights.
And it was a battle royale. It's no longer the dev team was like a couple of people, and they decided to fucking not do it anymore. But it was super fun.
Huh.
And it was like right when like PUBG was getting big, like Fortnite had just come out. And I'm bummed they stopped like. And it was like a game show like scenario. You can ride like two people on the bikes on the pegs. And it was super fun. Let's stay on like loot system where you pick shit up and yeah, you get money and like buy stuff from like vending machines and shit.
Oh my god. That's great.
It was a fantastic. It was like way fun to play. But you can like jump.
Is that an option to deposit money?
Yeah.
Is this muck?
No. Yeah. And like yeah, you could use the money to like open like doors to like grab like big loot shit. Yeah, and then just spit like yeah, it was fucking wild.
Jesus. Okay.
And this is before like they added like all this stuff to like every other style game. The zip lines and all that shit.
Fucking skateboard.
Yeah. It was so fun. And the gunplay was good too. Yeah, it made me mad when it went away.
So it's still in the store, but it doesn't work?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I'd really like to see it like come back. Cause like all this community content's like fucking from.
It looks like a mix of like Grand Theft Auto and what was that other Sunset Overdrive? Like those kind of baby that was a battle royale game.
Kind of, yeah. So I mean maybe somebody's like bought the rights to it or whatever. But it was such a fun like and like it gave like weird like super dumb like when you kill
Spicy.
yeah like when you kill like a bunch of people and shit. And then when you won the game show. And then it blew up the fucking map.
Dope. Can't wait for that to happen.
I just like again it's just more like I just want fun shit.
I hope they do a fun live event for, like,
I just
Goodbye
realized.
Verdansk.
I just realized that's over Halloween.
What?
It's probably gonna be a Halloween event because the new game comes out the 5th of November.
It's true.
So it'll probably be like a crazy Halloween event up to when it actually comes to new.
Well, like, whenever they continue the story and fucking, they've got to do something to get rid of Verdansk. You can't just gone. Like, do something with it. Blow it the fuck up, like everyone's wanted you to do forever. But do like Fortnite, let players like interact with it and do something cool.
I don't know. We'll see. They've always, like, this season's a kind of a disappointment. Like the trailer was good for.
There's nothing really that new, and I guess really we haven't played Warzone, which is where more of the changes took place. Like the red doors and the.
Yeah, but even when we did,
there's nothing different.
The red doors were like, whatever. We knew what they did.
Oh, now they're different. Now there's the radio stations or the broadcasting stations. Like there's different things they've added now. We just haven't played.
Right, but because it's not really fun to play that way. Again, there's not really actual shit to do. Like ever since like
we have more fun with Resurgence.
Well, the Nagasaki building, like that was the first like real change to the map. Like even when we went to 84, like yeah, the stadium changed, and then like Summit changed. Factory, was a little bit different, but like
nothing
none of that
crazy.
Yeah, nothing was wild out of the deal.
Let's
Like I think Summit is the coolest place, but the problem is Summit's way the fuck out there.
Yeah.
And it never seemed like whenever we played Verdansk that it finished in Summit. It was very rare.
It'd be crazy to finish in Summit. No, it finished once.
I know it does, but it's
and it happened to finish on top of that middle bit. That was nuts.
Yeah, so like it does happen. Don't get me wrong, but like
not often.
More often than not, whenever we play in Verdansk, it ends
somewhere common,
close to prison. 9 out of 10 times we play Verdansk, it ends there, and the circle's always shitty.
Or it ends in like farmland, just some wide open bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always on that side of the map. It never ends like on the crazy shit. Yeah, like, why is not it ending in fucking
Factory?
Nagasaki Tower, like over that shit, where it's just fucking.
It's a vertical thing.
Yeah.
And then it's just who can survive longest.
Yeah. I think there needs to be more randomization of the circles.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't just be like, oh, I've seen this one, I've seen this one, I've seen this one. It should be like very fucking all over the fucking board.
Man, what a fucking buy that would be. Remember when they had the event where there were like super buy boxes where you could buy like advanced UAVs and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine one of the things you could buy, like as much, like the most expensive thing would have to be, but like, move the circle now. Like, just timer disappears and the circle starts shrinking immediately. Like, force people out of shit.
Make it not even that expensive. Make it loadout money. Like 10K.
Dude, it's just gonna get bought. It's gonna turn into a moving wall, which would be fine.
It would make the game way fucking exciting.
Yeah.
Especially in squads, because you have all that money way to do it. Where like instead of waiting for 4 minutes for the circle to move, now it just fucking moves. And they get people that are like way out of bounds, like, oh shit, fuck.
Yeah, like if you had super simple ways to modify the environment.
Right. They're just super random.
Just like a power-ups. You have your normal shit, and then there's a tab and power-ups. You got close circle. You got fucking.
See, I like when they had again in the 80s one where you could get like the fucking like bombardment and then the helicopter came in.
Yep.
Like, but have like more of those like random events where you can like call
it
it
a constant thing.
Make it like a random place on the fucking map.
Mm-hmm.
Where like, let's say there has to be like a person there or something, but it's not like right next to you or something. It's just fucking like you're a military base and it starts raining down in fucking like downtown.
Yeah.
So like that, where like the bombardments are like crazy, and again, like just make the money wild. The money's like abundant in fucking Warzone. It's just everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So it's like make it so like just more like again to make the game like not so stagnant without having to do a lot of changes would definitely be more beneficial to that game.
Yeah.
They need to be on top of the content drops. The map needs to change all the time. I always like full like destructible like environments. I hope since they're adding that in Vanguard, it's it's the same engine, so like they can easily make it the whole thing.
I'm sure they would put it in Warzone. Like that would be a good change.
Right, where you can like collapse the entire roof of the Superstore. Like, or again, downtown buildings can be fucking crushed.
That'd be great. You can just sit there and like in that 2042 video where they're shooting at the supports.
Right.
Just fucking make it crumble. That'd be great.
It'd be fucking awesome. It would change like the camping styles. It would change all sorts of stuff because like you could like instead of being like rooftop camp snipers, which we've done, everybody's done it. It's kind of fun if you're like snipe.
Yeah.
Like, but now like they can destroy the building up from underneath of you. Like
that'd be great.
That would be fun. Like I know like those kind of environmental changes are hard to program into games because like. Like they did it in Battlefield, but like not really. It was only like certain buildings could like come down.
I have a feeling that's probably what it's gonna be more like. There's like only certain type of huts can be destroyed. Or probably like big buildings. Probably not a lot. But like any like little wooden huts or something. Yeah, shoot right through them, blow them up, whatever.
Just need to add the tanks. Because they're not hard to kill in Call of Duty. None of the tanks are like that overpowered.
No.
It's not like Battlefield where they're
aggressive.
Right. But in Call of Duty, they're pretty easy to take down. But that like initial like fuck, there's a fucking tank. Like we were playing like back like in the days when we were playing on like in Modern Warfare. There's one clip where like I like literally like dropped a tank as I killed somebody, and all I hear is fuck. They have a fucking tank. Like it's like it's one of the bigger maps we were playing. Just 66 big maps.
Yeah.
But just, I want more fun shit where it's just not like, yeah, I like the guns, like, to, like, level them out and that kind of shit. Like, it gives you, like, a reason to level all the guns out just in case, like, this one gets big or whatever. But, like, the guns only go so far. The maps need to change, like, regularly.
They should also, at some point, leave that armored train in there during the game.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fucking great.
So it's another aspect where it'll attack you if you're not paying attention.
And it's just like the attack chopper thing, like on Nagasaki Tower, like those kind of things where it's like just random. But now that like, I think the loadout or the perk set right now is Cold-Blooded, High Alert, Amped. That's not how I've been running all of mine. Because like Cold-Blooded makes that like snapshot, snapshot's stupid, it doesn't matter to them. And then also the fucking High Alert doesn't fucking you can't trigger people's high alerts, and you don't get that that new Combat Scout.
Yeah.
Perk doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I've been running Cold-Blooded, High Alert, and Combat Scout.
I still don't know why people aren't running Cold-Blooded because the first one, like the first like perk, goddamn flood. There's not like really like quick fix is okay if like you're constantly fighting.
But now that
Combat
Cold-Blooded has been fixed,
right?
Like, why wouldn't you be using it?
There's no point of not using it now, but I still see so many people not using it because you light people up.
Almost every person I hit lights up on Combat Scout. Like, what do you do?
I want to know what they're using.
Not Cold-Blooded.
I don't know any other one to run.
There's been a couple people who I've hit who have it lit up.
Right.
But most people, yeah, we've been doing really good.
They've made Cold-Blooded pretty OP.
We've also been we were doing really good at getting our loadout pretty damn early though too.
Thursday was really fun. We had a good time. There was only a couple people that were like sus at all.
Yeah.
It was like actually like very like pleasant to play.
Actually,
like Tuesday was a little rougher, but it wasn't that bad either. Like a family platform. I'm the one that fucking dies. It was pretty funny. I think the one game we got like second place on, you had the most points because you bought the loadout, and you had like a decent like kill like scenario, and like we didn't win by like half a fucking like kill.
Oh yeah, that one, the dude jumped off the roof and broke his legs. Oh, that was great, dude. Like, it was a one bullet game.
One bullet game.
And that dipshit just dunk.
I'm pretty sure if he wouldn't have done that, I'm pretty sure like my last couple bullets hit his fucking body. As
I
he
totally forgot about that moment. I already deleted that VOD.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get your Twitch fucking. We can do that.
Yes, that's right. I just downloaded on my recorded part. Yeah, I'll have to clip that.
Yeah, because it was like.
That was funny as shit.
Because like, I'm pretty
what a
sure
way to lose a game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his body got a couple of my bullets in him. Because that guy was so close to dying on that. Like, my kill cam was like.
Yeah.
I was like, motherfucker. Because that was one of those games where you were on the back step the whole game.
Dude, that was so fucking funny.
Boom. I'm sure he was fucking screaming. I'm sure he was fast.
I would hope he'd be the other way. It's like fucking laughing his ass off.
Maybe. The problem is, again, like when we play at night, it's just everybody's so goddamn sweaty.
I know.
Nobody wants to have fun.
I did find a couple, when me and Teddy played a couple, before you hopped in, when we played with normal people. There was, even I got in, he's like, dude, he's like, these lobbies are a lot harder when, like, you join. I was like, yeah, and then guess what? Like, that's how I feel when Dick joins. So I can imagine how you feel when Dick joins.
You know what, like, it's one of those things, like, again, like, I'm above average player. Like, I'm not, like, anything special by any means. But since the lobby cutoff is underneath me, like, yeah, we get every fucking game. When I had that Warzone, like, tracker up, every game was fucking...
Gold 3 or whatever.
Diamonds.
Yeah, that's what it was, diamonds.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, dude, I'm sitting here getting like 5, 6, 8, 10 kills, and you come in and I get like 4. I was like, that's what happens to me when Dick joins. I get it. It is what it is. But, and it's, I kind of don't mind it too much anymore, because I've gotten to the point where I'm better. And like, if you took my KD from last month, it'd be way higher than 0.8 or whatever it is. But since I played so many games as a fucking terrible person, it's gonna take so long for that to like creep its way back up.
It's just one of those like scenarios. Again, like my KD in the past, like, 6 months has been fucking stellar. I've been fucking slapping hard, to be honest. And it's just like, well, we're still my KD number is still fucking down. Like, I'm like just shy of 1-3 now. And considering we do play in the most like difficult times to play, that's not actually that bad. Because I bet if I played during the day,
Be a little bit easier.
yeah, like if I ever hop in like during the day and play, like even multiplayer lobbies are fucking gravy train. I'm just fucking. I'm doing like, if I play like a lunch game here or there, it's like I'll hop in and do like 8-1, 9-1 KDs during the day. It's fucking nasty.
So you turn your hacks on during the day? What are you saying?
Yeah, I wish.
Mm-hmm. You can tell me later off camera.
If I was cheating, you could tell. You would know the difference. Because you can see some of my shit where I'm like, man, that was fucking potato as shit.
I wouldn't think you're cheating. Like if you killed me and I watched, like, I don't think he's a cheater. But it looks like he's a racist. Which is unfortunate.
Racist toward my own people. It's not really racist, is it?
Your own people?
No, honk is for white people.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
It's true. There's white on white hate.
That's most hate, to be honest, but that's because most white people suck dick.
Yeah.
They're terrible human beings.
Except for the ones that actually suck dick, they're usually pretty nice people.
Right, I agree. I've only met...
If you've never sucked a dick, you suck dick. If you suck dick, you don't suck dick.
I've only met like
T-shirt.
like 2 shitty gay people. I guess I've met a few shittier lesbians. When I was bartending on this Thursday night for a long time, we had this one DJ. I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. He was a pretty cool kid. He was just kind of quiet or whatever. He played like just D&D and just his thing. But he was gay, so like all his like gay friends would come in, and all the gay dudes, no problem whatsoever. But every week for like the entire time, like these like 3 lesbian girls would come in, and immediately shitty to me, like that whole like man hater like lesbian style, like just terrible. They would buy like one fucking Corona and like share between them, which was really weird.
Get fucked.
And like no tip, no nothing, just garbage. And they were always shitty, and they would want like all this stuff.
Why
and
did
like,
you even place that drink order?
have you ever seen Talladega Nights?
Decided he was going bald, or does he just really envy Charlie?
Definitely not the latter.
Is this the first time you've seen my head?
Yeah, he hasn't watched. What the fuck?
For a second, I was like, Dorothy? But this isn't my house. My baby's not here. She's been having a rough time, dude. So any noise that like happens, I'm like,
How much she's that age? We gotta watch that time.
Well, right now, like, so she had 2 bad bloody noses 2 nights in a row. So she did it this morning, but I heard her quick enough so that I got her like only a couple drops at the bed. There was one where she's getting over this cold, and it's like she's sick, she's fussy, she doesn't feel good. Let's just give her half an hour and see if she figures it out. And she didn't. It only got worse. So like, okay, let's go in, and blood fucking everywhere, dude. Like she was wiping it, so she has like this giant fucking mustache to this goatee to this chest fucking strip, and then just all over the bed.
That's
like,
brutal.
felt so bad. So we don't even think about it. We're just like, we need to get a new monitor because it's now too far away from our room.
Oh.
Bloody nose the other day.
I mean, the bloody nose has been rough just in general, just because like we've had smoke a lot. I've actually been surprised. Like I've only had like 1 this season thus far.
Well, then this like,
I was legitimately going to die.
Why? You never had a bloody nose before?
it's probably the most convenient place to have a bloody nose.
I mean, it's harder to stop in a shower. Because it's hard to get blood clots with
It
the
doesn't
steam.
matter. You just wash it off your body.
Yeah, but it's harder to stop, so you're just always sitting there bleeding.
But you're always clean.
And then, when you like have to dry your face off after and like it's all over your
Stroke it
towel,
out.
you just sit there.
This
And
is where I live now. So I run out of blood. Your blood level will eventually get low enough that it just...
I was in the shower for like 25 minutes.
That's a long ass shower.
Because when you get a bloody nose, right, the blood drainage starts here. So as soon as it gets to this level below your nostrils, you stop bleeding. It'd be great if that's how it works. Can you imagine?
If you lost that much blood just in general,
That'd be a problem.
yeah.
It's got a dry brain.
Yeah, it doesn't really work like that.
It'd be crazy if that is how it works. You know how how dangerous, that'd be like the most dangerous thing that can happen to you.
Bloody
Bloody nose.
I mean, except for that you have all the pressure, like, if it was like that, you'd have all the pressure, like...
Wanted to get out, but that shit wasn't stopping.
See, like, and I've had, like, those ones before, too, like, again, like, you, like... Even when, like, you get it stopped in the shower, and then, like...
You get out and dry your face and it starts bleeding again?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
That
terrible.
pisses me off every time. Like it happens often, but...
I mean, I generally take, like, fairly cold showers anyways, like, even if I get one, like, these days, it's not too bad.
So it figured if that was the end, might as well grant it was I was all lightheaded.
Huh. I mean, a 25-minute bloody nose is a long-ass time.
Dude, the scariest fucking, like, situation I ever had that's shower-related was when I, like, first started smoking weed. I got, like, really fucking high and realized that me being high and, like, hot showers do not mix.
No, there's 2 ways to make yourself...
So I'm sitting there doing my thing or whatever, and all of a sudden I just, like, super lightheaded. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm all soapy as shit. This is when I lived with Jordan up above Bluebird. I just get out of the shower naked and soapy and just lay in our bedroom. And just fucking let it pass. Like, but I was at
You didn't just, like, lay down, like, sit down in the shower?
No, I got out, Soapy and naked.
Like turn to cool water instead of hot water. You just weren't thinking
I
at
just
all.
panicked and got out. It's like if I pass out here, I might drown. If I pass out outside, I might not, depending on where else I pass out. But in the shower, I might drown. If I pass out, and just water, you know.
I mean, you can always just turn the
Or
water.
if I passed out before I got there, I reach for the fucking thing.
So was your shower just running, or did you turn the shower off when you got out?
Oh, it was running.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. At least you didn't turn it off, got out, and then did it.
No. I just got out. I was like, I don't want to pass out in the shower. If I pass out, I just want to be already laying down.
No, if you think you're gonna pass out, laying down's a good choice.
That's why I got out. I was like, I didn't fuck with it. I was like, because I felt fucking weird.
Yeah, I mean that's a good choice.
But lately, I've been using my bathroom as like a steam room. Just fucking crank that thing up.
Yeah, I can't.
We postponed WYN Life. Hey, there were some bad storms up there. So why for the postponed? Yes, I can come hang out.
Oh, whatever. Did you send it to me? I mean, you can still come hang out if you want. It's
No.
not like you're that far away.
He's super fun. Something else about showers. Oh yeah, since we've had this thing going on, we get those Vic shower tablets. I just let it get hot and steamy. We just throw that in there and stand in the shower. Feels nice. And then after that, I take it to as fucking cold as possible and just stand under it. Put my body in shock. So good.
That's actually pretty good for your body too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't text. Really drunk hard in them. We just kept drinking till we decided against it.
Okay, that's fair enough.
What a stupid decision.
Shower Travis.
Come over to my house.
I'm just not, but again, I love being in the water, going to the lake, being in the river,
Cold water.
doing the thing. I like being it, but again, it's a shower to me, is 5-10 minutes and I'm done. Tops.
Technically, going to the lake is a shower.
Definitely not.
Could be. It's better than...
Especially not ones that have boats in them.
Why?
Oh.
Pre-built detergents and shit.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I don't know. Showers for me just aren't the same. I like showers, baths.
I don't do baths. Baths have never made sense to me.
I like having a shower that's in a bathtub, so you can sit down, let it fucking
Just do that in a normal fucking shower.
Not really. The one that's in that room and that bathroom that's not done yet, that would be really hard to sit down in, because it's fucking.
It's perfect. You just sit right in the middle. The drain is right under your balls.
Yeah, but you can't lounge. I'm saying
No, you just sit
lounge
Indian
and
style and just take it to the
I
face.
just like lounging and taking it to the face. You know what I mean?
Then go to a lake.
I do. I love going to the lake.
Then you don't need a shower.
Fair.
You should, though. Saying homeless people, they just use the lake every now and then. It's better than nothing. That's there's shelters and stuff because we're humans, but
It's still better than nothing.
right.
I mean, not like the city park, lake pond thing.
That's so good.
That one's not good.
Yeah, no, the one where people are swim, go there. Don't go to don't. I don't even know what's in there, bro.
Bird shit, lots of it.
Probably a kraken. Wouldn't it be cool? Because it is already so murky and fucked up. Could you imagine if that was 300 feet deep? But for how small it is, just straight down.
I mean, that's kind of how Lake Tahoe is. It's not it's super. It's a pretty big lake overall, but it's one of the deepest lakes in the world. So it's just dude, you just feel drop your phone, it's just fucking gone.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
looking at it. It was when we were in Maine. Fuck, I can never remember which lake we were at. It was the second biggest lake in Maine. But the spot where you can jump off this rock, it's, I think, almost 1,000 meters or something like that.
Oh my god, fuck off!
I want to be famous.
You can go suck a giant donkey
you get
dick.
so much more of those than I do.
I don't know why. I'm too blocked. You know, they just keep putting new ones on. I do get them a lot for some reason, and I'm not sure why. Well, go to bigfollows.com apparently, Avery. Yeah, I'm not sure why I get those a lot.
I get them very, 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 very rarely.
I get one almost every time I stream.
I know you need help.
Well, since, you know, hopefully we can get yours to fucking, so you can get your...
Pancakes is the second deepest lake in the U.S.
Yeah, it's one of the, like, the deeper lakes in the world, too. I bet it's, like, top 15. But the ecosystem's really weird there because, like, everything, all that entire basin's all the way around it. So, like, they take, like, water spills very heavy. There's not, like, a whole lot of, like, inlet. It's just snow inlet, pretty much. There's no, like, rivers or anything to it because it's so high. So, like, they take, like, spills and shit, like, very seriously there. Like, you can't, like... There's also, like, the time frame at the end of the season, beginning of the season, where, like, there's no ice on the fucking lake. But you can't take motorized boats out there.
Just over 1,500 feet deep.
And it's quarter-mile deep. For a lake that's pretty ridiculous.
Yes.
I'm not sure that I like this bowl, but it's not, like, bad either.
Don't worry about it.
Lake Baikal is 5,300 feet deep though, so you know there's some solid body hiding going on.
Oh, yeah. Where the fuck is that at? Is that in, like, Ukraine?
Like what? 5,300 feet deep?
It's a full mile deep.
Yeah, that's a body heavy hole.
Yeah, you just fucking concrete shoes and see you later.
Later, dude.
Forever. It's kind of crazy that you like that.
You would definitely die on the way down.
Oh, no shit.
I'm just trying to think, like pressure aside.
I think pressure is what, every 100 feet is an atmosphere?
I think so, something like that. So like pressure-wise, obviously. It'd be crazy to watch somebody free dive to the bottom and back up.
Just north of Mongolia.
Okay, so I was pretty close to that.
It's in Russia.
Since it's right there, like the Mongolians and Russia, there's definitely some probably some crystallized dead people down there for sure that have been there for centuries.
Pretty far eastern Russia.
Pretty far eastern Rouge.
Yeah, there's a guaranteed some shitty people are down there for sure. Without question. Concrete caskets, something just fucking gone.
Just concrete blocks. There's fucking Han Solo in there.
It'd be crazy to see get some they have 8,300 feet or 5,300 feet. That's how far is most of I don't even think the Pacific Ocean is that deep for most of it. It's super deep. Super duper deep.
Lake Nyasa is a long,
Jesus Christ.
stretching more than 350 miles, 560 kilometers, along the borders between Mozambique, Tanzania, and Malawi, where it is usually known as Lake Malawi. Because its length, depth, and temperature stratification create a number of radically different environments, Lake Nyasa has an extraordinarily high level of biodiversity. As many as 1,000 species of fish have been recorded in the lake, which means that it is home to about 15% of all freshwater fish species on
That's
Earth.
insane. Dude. Dude, just being over deep water is just eerie.
It's very different.
I could be in a boat over deep water all day. No problem.
This is an interesting map.
But when fucking, I remember, it was the last time or the time before we went to Hawaii. It was a cool place we went snorkeling, and the shelf just dropped off.
Lake Tanganyika is the second largest.
Yeah, actually, like Hawaii, like so, like some of these like areas here,
It
like
sits on the
they're
border between Zambia, Burundi, Tanzania, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Like Lake
this
Nyasa,
man is drunk.
it is
This
a
is copy and
relatively long
paste
and
and
narrow
shit.
lake that is diversity.
So like the shelf around Hawaii does drop off like super crazy.
Go to the left side, zoom in.
Fishing there.
There's Captain Cook right there.
This one.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he goes from a couple hundred feet to like there's 1,500 feet. Like there's like maybe like 900 right here, and then like you get out like not that far, and you're like there's some area. I mean these are all like 5,000 feet deep, then 10,000. So like, but you're not that far off before you're hitting 2 miles deep.
Yeah.
I mean that's probably only about I would say.
So,
probably,
and
like,
that, I was
10
curious
miles.
about Captain Cook, how long that stays shallow, because I've been right up in that nook. The snorkeling goes right there, right where your mouse is.
Right here.
Yeah. It's one of the snorkeling trips.
So yeah, it's not too bad. Like
No.
it's pretty reasonable all the way out to like.
And that's where you stay is,
Right.
Kealakekua Bay.
I want to know like the fucking like atmospheric pressures and water.
Yeah, there was a place where it probably went, like literally, it was,
My sprinkler goes T T T T T V T T.
Oh my God, stop.
T T T T T T T T.
there was a place that went from literally like maybe 10 feet to I'd say, I mean you couldn't see anymore, so I don't even know how long it takes for you to lose like sight of the bottom. It was like a straight shelf, and dude, just that foot difference of being out over that thing is terrifying.
Yeah, it's where you go. You can go for you can see it, and then you just can't anymore.
Yeah. But you can see it, and my long arms feel almost.
And comes back like a weak cow pee.
Jesus Christ, Avery. So yeah, standard atmosphere is 14 pounds roughly. Pressure increases about 1 atmosphere for every 10 meters. So like roughly 35 feet is in their atmosphere.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'd easily die on the way down.
Easily.
But like time-wise, I wonder how long it would take if someone my size was tied to a single cinder block. How long would it take to get to the bottom?
I don't know like what like the weight like to like buoyancy.
Oh yeah, there's variables where like as you let out air, you're gonna sink faster and stuff like that.
Well, I'm like
And
different.
then someone like me versus like a twig.
That haircut, you can float.
Which one are you talking about?
Probably the one that looks like a bobber. Me. Probably bald heads make you float.
I mean, hair's probably more buoyant than non-hair.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Trap some more air. Stupid.
Not as dense.
Definitely would bob.
What a great stupid thing to do. Just out like scaring people in a swim spot. That little tube or something you're breathing out of that's really discreet. But then I paint my head red to look like a buoy, and I just kind of sit there under the water.
Like you just like with the top's like red, then you got like a white spot underneath it, so it's like
Yeah.
just keep going in.
And then I just like pop up. Somebody had to be really murky water, so they can't see my body.
It would be even funnier if they could see your body.
It would be, I guess. They just look like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah, like you got some like clean water, and you're just like, like again, like you're just trying to keep just the top of your head in.
We'll do a little fishing bit. We'll paint my head. I'll shave all of it. Eyebrows, all of it. Just skin. We'll paint my full head like a bobber. And then we'll have somebody do a body art fish down like my body, and then black the rest out.
And then we'll like cast
And you're out there, and I'll do this.
A non-hook scenario.
Yeah, and then you pull, and I just jump out and do this fucking thing. That'd be kind of funny.
/ just one cinder block. Bodies float a lot.
Okay, sir. We'll go to some shallow water, and we'll see if you can like carry it. Because like, the thing is like, I guess like you just like strap it like to your leg or whatever.
I could probably tread water with the cinder block.
Yeah, cinder blocks aren't really that heavy, is the thing.
Yeah. So like a 5-pound bucket of cement.
Yeah, see that's like a lot different. Like if you like again like you
That's a problem.
in case cement scenario. Yeah, I don't think that's a cinder block's not the way to go to make somebody sink anyway.
2 cinder blocks that have been filled.
I mean, I guess like the average
3
person.
cinder blocks. So they keep going up to you. All the cinder blocks.
All the cinder blocks.
That could be an Olympic sport. Cinder block racing. Every country has their own cinder block to drop in the pond for some of the bottomless gold.
There's already a lot of dumb like Olympic sports.
Not that dumb. That would be the dumbest one. Name a real Olympic sport dumber than that would fucking be.
There's gotta be one that's dumb as that.
Should be the bladder hold. Within an hour, all the athletes have to consume this much liquid.
Standard is like 4 cinder blocks for a body. Source: parents' friend work / a crime syndicate in Boston. 6 if you're a big dude.
Yeah, that's why you just use concrete. You just make concrete shoes.
You copy and paste that. Or you just source your own comment.
Source my own comment. Agreed. The standard two bowls.
I like turtles too. Turtles are cool. That was actually one of the most fun snorkeling trips I went on. It was this past one. We went to Turtle Town. Shut up.
Ugh.
That should be the normal response.
Sneezing?
No, shut up. But in a polite way, it's the culture to say it. That'd be kind of funny.
I mean, I do it when we're out with somebody somebody's just yawning all the time.
Yeah.
Sneezing is ruining your immersion. I mean, you wouldn't need immersion if you were here, but
That's true. Get fucked.
You fucked it up.
Could have gotten fucked up here.
Hello.
Hi, babe.
My allergies are really bad today. For some reason. Gnarly.
Why didn't I get that bad until you sneezed?
Just immediately now.
I'm allergic to your face juice.
Tell them to drink their drinks at Rismoketang.
Nightmare small hay tag. I already finished mine, so. Where are you? Vision from my nightmares. Drink your dringies. He drank his dringies.
Drinks asterisk.
I like dringies better. Drink your dringies.
I just want to throw this. Feeling kind of destructive.
Another!
So sorry.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. Was it? Cannot sleep tonight. Not about it, dog.
TikTok ruins songs.
Why?
Just because it's over.
I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight.
That's what it is. What?
Yeah, fair. You just didn't.
I put sleep second and didn't think a dream.
Didn't think a dream.
Cannot sleep, cannot drink tonight.
Alright, we're gonna try these. This is standard mics. We didn't buy the seltzers, huh?
No, it's not the normal. The rat pack.
What do you want?
I'll just take
Dumb
one.
box.
I hate how they fucking do that.
Like, why? Why is there...
Guys should play party games on stream.
Well, I've said before that we can do that. You want a strawberry?
Sure.
Strawberry. I'm gonna do a regular. Regular.
We should have a beer Olympics on stream.
Well, I'm definitely down for that.
We need enough people to actually fucking commit to a day.
X, Overcooked, Hummel Party, Jackbox, etc.
We've done that before. Remember when we used to do it in the fucking garage? I would like to do it, but again, it'd be better to have everybody here doing it. It'd be pretty, I mean, it's easy to do.
You speedrunner again, dude. You and I had a lot of fun with that fucking
Speedrunner
game.
was fun.
We could get that square so tiny.
There was a couple times where you could it was just the characters rolling around.
Yeah, like, first one to fuck up.
There was a streamer, there's a YouTuber that I watch on occasion. And they recently did speedrunners.
I remember Steam Runners.
Speen.
No, Neves Gaming did one recently.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to do a Jackbox one on stream again. Because we used to, we do that in the garage. That was super fun.
It's also fun that for streaming, and the code's also going to be on there so random people can play.
Yeah. You didn't show me Bias, but we talked about Bias. We argued about how I don't think he's that great at video games, but he's hilarious.
Pummel Party would be a fun one to stream if we had like a full lobby of people.
Yeah, 10 people.
Or Muck.
1,000,000%.
I still want to get a Max Muck lobby.
Yeah, a Max Muck lobby.
On Gamer.
Dude, that one that
Because we fucking clapped. Dude, what was that seed that I gave you?
If we did that seed on I could do that seed on Gamer.
Well, yeah, you had a fucking spear to start.
Immediately.
Yeah.
That game I had...
I didn't. I was stuck
two-
defending the fucking fortress with the two people who hadn't played ever with a fucking sword.
Well, I had 200...
You're out there clapping cheeks. Yeah, you had twice as many.
I had 200
perks.
That was fun, though. I was surprised that, it was that seed's disgusting.
I'll muck it up.
Yeah, Muck is... it's fun.
I went back and played an easy... what's the mode where not like survival?
Creative.
Dude, so I went around and got every single fucking perk. It was stupid.
Well, I think it was by day 10 or 11, something like that they started respawning too.
Whoa.
So I don't think on creative they start respawning.
No, they don't. Because I went to day 14 and I finally searched everything. I just went up and down the island, just scanned it, and got every single perk, every guardian challenge. And dude, I could jump half the map.
Dude, it's insane when you get that many perks. But yeah, that seed is disgusting. I wish we would have had everybody playing that we had playing, because
was that seed? We'll have to remember that, because that's just a seed for a good time.
Yeah, again, we probably could have beat it. I guess I don't know how hard gamer mode is, to be honest. It's...
Well, just play on regular mode, just survival, no seed.
Enjoy the stream.
Imma dip. Imma dip, boys.
Later, my guy.
Later, Babs.
Why do we have drop frames? Should maybe be dropping anything.
We got some thick frames. We're dropping them hard.
I have it plugged in. I don't like it when it's being bullshit. Where are you?
Where are you?
Yeah, it's not.
I'm so sorry. What?
FPS.
Match the frames. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, there's no reason why it should be dropping frames at all. We're using 15% of CPU. Like, get out of here.
I saw a video that Swaco put on TikTok the other day that was kind of funny. So you know who Swaco is?
Mm-mm.
He's a musician, I guess, at this point. He started with rap, then he wanted to do this rock thing. His label didn't want him to do it, so he had this whole TikTok story about, like, fuck the label, I'm gonna do my own song. And it did pretty good because he promoted the fuck out of it. Like, make this song blow up, show my label that they're wrong. So it's like kind of more of a punk rock song. Like, no one wants to hear that shit.
Is it garbage?
It's not bad. I'll show you it later. It's not great, but it's not bad. And he had one where he was still trying to get people to blow it up. So he was like, I'm going to give out $5,000. But he starts it with, he's standing on one of his cars. He has an electric guitar. So he jumps off and slams it. You can immediately see in his face how disappointed he was by the carnage. So it's not like an acoustic guitar where it's going to grenade. It's a solid electric.
It just folds over.
Yeah, it just kind of like broke the edge off of it.
Yeah.
And he just kind of looked at it like, because he was trying to be like badass and like punk rock shit, and just slam this solid piece of wood on the ground. Fucking hilarious.
It's just like you might break the stem off, like kind of situation. Like that's all you got. Like it's like
Yeah,
cool.
even the neck was perfectly fine. Like it just there was no carnage. Just like he kind of dropped it.
It's when you tell like again somebody that's like trying to be badass, but there's no way they are badass. Cause you're like no shit, it's not gonna be fucking wild, you idiot. Like apparently you've never done it before, so you're not that badass.
You have to slam the fuck out of an electric guitar for it to shatter.
Even like acoustic ones can take a pretty good hit too.
Oh, you gotta swing them.
Yeah, like it's not like a fucking like pussy ass bitch like scenario. Like you gotta like actually like, get down.
What a fun video.
What?
Just like it'd be a funny like I'm just picturing like GMM doing or something. Like rating instruments by durability. So
you're like trying to swing like a cello.
Like you got a fucking tuba, just swing that thing. Like start from super stupid, like here's a violin, here's a uke, then a guitar, then an electric guitar, then a fucking trumpet, bass drum, like then get into weird shit, like a fucking...
I was gonna say like a cello, seeing it fucking...
Start with a maraca for all I fucking care.
Smash.
A triangle.
A paper mache maraca. So it's all... super easy.
What do you think the strongest instrument would be? I mean, electric guitar or electric bass, they're just composite.
Right, they're pretty tough. I would probably say, like, as far as, like, not, like, destroying itself, I would probably say, like, standard brass stuff would be pretty, it would just dent and bend. It wouldn't really do anything.
Like a trumpet, you could absolutely snap and, like, bend in half. You might pinch off the airways.
It would take quite a bit, though, like...
See, this is why...
Trumpets are pretty, like, stout scenarios.
That's what
I'm
you
thinking,
think,
like,
but I bet...
a saxophone would be pretty tough overall.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Tuba, saxophone, like, those are going to be tough.
Yeah, I would say, like, sousaphone.
I'm not saying, like, it would be better than, like, electric guitar, because, like...
I'm thinking, like, sousaphone, like the big marching band tubas that wrap around your body.
Those are still pretty tough overall, because they're big.
Yeah.
So, like, it takes a lot to, you know, they're going to
But also, think about, like, a flute.
Yeah, but, like, flutes, like...
Where it's small enough, but still dense.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a fucking recorder where they're just fucking hard plastic and they don't break.
Yeah.
They're designed not to break.
Like a fucking, what is it, the shatterproof cone? Shatter.
So, yeah, I don't know, it's like one of those, like, scenarios, like, again, like, instruments are kind of tough, like, overall. Like, they're not, like, because, again, like, they're supposed to be moved around and that kind of shit. Like, over time, like, you know, those are great. But, like...
A cymbal might be one of the strongest, actually.
Again, because it's...
A cone dish of metal.
Yeah, it's not like there's anything going on there.
It doesn't have a weak point.
Right. It's just going to bend and change.
It might not even bend, because it's conical at the same time.
Yeah, but that's not, like, super thick, because it's going to reverberate.
Oh, there's some thick boys, like the big...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they're not, like, hard steel. Like, you're, like, they think, like, they're, like, you know, soft materials. You know, they're still tough, but not, like...
Okay, gong. Swing that, bitch.
Yeah, that would be difficult.
Yeah.
I would agree with
Okay,
that.
so that's...
A gong would win.
There's
But,
the answer. Gong.
because, I mean, the gong you literally hit.
With a fucking
Mallet.
Like a big mallet.
Yeah, like, that's just, like, what are you going to
Thor
do
mallet.
with that fuck shit? You're not fucking shit up with that.
I would like to see Thor hit a gong. Just for fun.
I'm pretty sure Chris Hemsworth has definitely hit a bomb before.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, that man with long ass hair? No way.
Well, he kind of had to play the part when Thor gets all fat.
Yeah, but he wasn't. It's not fucking like he wasn't like high. Could put that in a Disney film.
No, he was drunk. The fuck's the difference at that point?
With the Americans as a whole.
Yeah, but he's Asgardian. It might be normal up there.
I agree. It probably
Weed's their
is
ibuprofen.
normal. It half. I mean,
And meth is their like. What's the strong painkiller that we have?
meth.
Vicodin. Yeah, but it's not gonna affect the gods the same way it's gonna affect us. His meth would be.
Well, that's something that's always like been crazy about like a lot of superhero films. Like I guess like the only one that like really like put it on there was Hancock.
Because he was like a from Earth.
Yeah, and he was like super. He was a superpower.
Relatable superhero.
He would get drunk and like that kind of thing. Like superheroes in general, like since they're so like resilient to other shit. Like take like fucking like Wolverine as like an example. Man's regenerative as fuck, right? So how is this guy getting drunk?
Drinking fucking.
He doesn't. That's.
He could.
I'm guessing that like it would just be.
They did it in The Flash. That was kind of a funny episode. It was the TV series, and they had talk about like how he can't like get drunk, so they make him like this special superhero cocktail
It's just fucking poison.
for a human. Probably he takes it and he's like a solid buzz. I'm sure that would knock any fucking human.
Well, yeah, because it would just be like fucking
Yeah,
like
poison.
yeah, drinking
Like, yeah,
gasoline.
I dissolved rat poison
Yeah,
in
'cause he was-
gasoline.
so like there's like a couple like things in the comics where technically Wolverine and Deadpool can't die. Period.
Yeah.
And there's a couple things that they break like standard physics in it because like supposedly they can like regenerate out of like single cells of themselves. They'll just regenerate. You can destroy all of it, but if they have a single cell, they can return. But that's not how like brains work
Is this for them?
because like all the material will be brand new. So how is it going to retain the electricity that controls your memories?
How much better would that fucking be, though?
It's just a fucking.
It's a new person every time they lose. Like one day you're a super smart, fucking top-notch superhero, and then you get fucking blown to shit, and now you're just a dumbass with muscles.
Right. That's what it would be.
That'd be crazy.
But like, so like that like superhero side, like superheroes like in general, like obviously they don't make sense, right? It's not a normal thing. But like that one motion,
in movies.
one motion there, like kind of breaks that whole thing right there because like the way memories in our brains work is all like electrons aligning a certain way. That's all that it is.
Yeah, but I mean, in Deadpool, the farthest they've gone, I think what they blew his legs off, right?
Well, in the comics, they went again single cell.
It's just that's a little much.
Yeah.
But I think comics were even more like outlandish than movies.
Oh, they were way crazier.
Because yeah, at that point it's like you could do a lot more graphic things in a book because you don't see it. Like they're not gonna blow a lot of superheroes down to nothing.
Well, yeah, in a movie they're not going. I mean, except for they bring back people all the time in movies too.
Dude, this fucking scene was so funny.
It's like what, like remember like the X-Men of Heroes Past or whatever, and it's like oh they're just like old now, but like not really, and then but like it, the whole time frame of those movies didn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah.
You're like, what? But that's again superhero stuff. None of it makes extra sense.
Yeah, there was.
You did a good job with the hole in this one, guy. They're very uniform and good.
I always do.
I'm giving you a compliment, guy.
I'm saying you should always give it to me. Dude, Suicide Squad.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Or something. Like, goddamn.
Thank you for
I
being
do
a
that
nice
every
person.
time, fucking asshole.
That's the same thing. Suicide Squad 2. Dude, the opening scene of that was so fucking funny. Very graphic though, too.
I mean, it was called Suicide Squad, which
But like,
is mildly surprising that, like, the Movie Picture Association of America allows them to do anything with that. Because of suicide.
yeah.
Just because, you know, Americans are...
Pussies?
I mean,
So there's
we
nothing
have
wrong with
violent
that.
films, but we can't have fucking, like...
Like, there's nothing wrong with that title. It's not... Like, it's not a group of people that's committing suicide. Like, in the
Right.
sense that is offensive. It's like, no, it's an actual fucking term for a group of people who don't plan on coming back.
Right.
It's a suicide mission. So you send who? Suicide Squad.
I mean, suicide missions, like, the general term is kind of sad, I guess. Like, you know, we're talking about, like, you know, going to Mars in the next, like, what, 5 years or whatever? Well, those first people that are going to Mars are technically just committing suicide.
It is.
There's no coming back from it.
No. But it's not. But yeah, it's not in the same sense as like they're not
Right.
gonna be strapped to the front of the rocket on the way out.
Right. Like, you're
they'll
not sitting
live.
in front of a fucking semi-truck going on the road or
Yeah,
something.
hopefully they'll live a good, fun life on their own in the middle of space.
I mean,
But yes, as far as you're concerned, you're dead.
yeah. It's literally like, there's no coming back from it. You're not, you can't survive out there for an infinite amount of time, you know, because, like, there's no, like, resources to use there.
Right.
So, like, plus, like, the mission to Mars scenario, like, with current, like, rocket speeds that we have, like, to, like, go anywhere, it's gonna take 18 to 26 months to get there. So they're gonna be in non-gravity fields for 2 years. Which,
That's.
I think the longest anybody's been outside of, like, standard Earth gravity is 29 months, I think. That's on ISS.
Jesus.
So, like, you know, they're still, like, you know, there's, you know, we call it no gravity, but even in the International Space, you know, Station, there is gravity. And there will be, you know, technically gravity out there too, but, like,
Not
not
the
the
same.
same way.
Right.
You're not having a constant gravity. You're just like, cool, now we're going nowhere
Yeah.
until they get to Mars. So they have to, like, it's gonna be weird to, like, go from being completely weightless for 2 years.
If they get to Mars.
They'll get to Mars.
Asteroid.
Unlikely.
So fucking bad, bro.
I mean, the history on that one, the luck would be.
Someone's getting fired.
No, I don't think nobody's gonna get fired for that. Because again, the predictability scale of that would be in the. I don't know, like
Be fired.
I don't know what the probability of that would be.
See, they'll probably fuck my light up. See this spot right here?
I do see it's like
Right next to it a little too much?
it's a little curvy.
Yeah. Fucking great.
I mean, yeah,
Right next
the
to my reverse
probability
Hitler.
would be basically impossible to, like, calculate because, for one, we don't have any, like, real space travel time.
Right.
Like, we only have, like, 4 units that have, like, gone outside of Earth's gravity. You know, Voyager 1, 2. I guess there's been like 5 or 6 different ones. So, like, we got, like, half it. The fuck was that? Oh, it's annoying. Super annoying. Oh, fucking hate you. I don't know why that's so triggering to me, but it's super annoying. But, like, you know, we're looking at, like, we've had, like, 6 vessels, like, travel that far. Like, total.
Okay.
So, like, none of them have been hit by asteroids.
Yeah.
Or comets or whatever. even space debris, we haven't had that problem.
Debris. Idiot. Anyway.
So, like, the probability of, like, our first manned mission to Mars hitting space debris in some shape or form would be pretty much, I mean, you're looking at near zero probability. So if somebody hit that, nobody's getting fired because they were already going to die.
But.
It's not going to be like the Challenger scenario where, like, it blows up on takeoff.
Right. But if it were going to happen, it would happen in the first run.
Probability is still no.
Mm-hmm. There's a chance, right?
There is a chance. You're not
so
wrong.
it's not a hard no.
Right.
Just like you can't predict it, you can't not predict it.
But can you, which is actually true, actually.
You can't guarantee that it's not going to be there.
There's a big debate in the mathematics community right now, apparently. I have watched lots of random shit.
Are we still in the PEMDAS argument?
No. We've never been on that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You and I never did.
No, because we understand what PEMDAS is.
Yeah, but that's also not always true either.
Which, okay, so here we go.
What
is it not true?
In general, it is true, but like, there's an equation that like breaks it. Like, I'll define it for you. Again, I watch a lot of weird shit, and that their tasking channel is like my favorite.
How do you break it? It's a standard operating procedure.
There's several equations. This is what I'm saying. Like in this, like, you can't prove math to be 100% correct because there's no finite amount of it.
What?
Yeah. So technically, numbers are infinite, right? We don't know they're infinite because we can't fucking double check that they're infinite.
Who fucking cares? One is still one.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
No, I'll send you this video.
I see what you're saying. That's a fucking dumb fucking
It should be, right? It's like, so like in the same like sentence, we have an estimated speed about how fast light is. But we don't know because we can't measure it.
Relatively.
So we can measure. So like, there's no way to measure it, and like, I'll have to set. This is another Veritas video, but like,
there's kind of a pretty simple way to fucking test it.
No. So like light, the way that they do it is, it could be faster in one direction than the other direction.
Yeah, headwind. I follow.
But we don't know if it is or isn't, and there's no verifiable way to say that it is this. Now we have a good guesstimate on like what it should be, right? Because we base a lot of things on the speed of light.
What?
Math is weird, dude.
What? We don't travel. You don't see road signs saying, "Hey, speed limit 0.01 speed of lights." What do we base off the speed of light?
Time, but time can change. We know that for a fact. So, like in
time
when
can
you're
change.
Yes. So
that's why clocks exist. It's constantly changing. Is that what you mean?
No. So a person on Earth ages quicker than a person on the International Space Station.
Relatively.
No, they're actually like their like tissue is different, and it's only because of the difference in like time is the rotation. It's super hard to explain because I'm not that smart.
No, I know what you're saying. It's like a fucking quantum effect. Is what you're describing.
Yes.
The time passes slower out there than it does here.
Yes.
So we live in a Marvel movie now.
Kind of, because the thing is, like, we say that like it's all outlandish things that like this could happen or whatever, but the reality is there's a probability that it can be true.
How fucking nuts would that
be? Like this is why like
you think
New
New York, and this is like a sensitive
crazy
subject, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but you think 9/11 was bad? What if a fucking wormhole opens up above New York?
Right, it'd be way worse.
No one's gonna talk about 9/11 ever again.
Right, it's not gonna matter.
They'll be like, what, that fucking slight little accident?
Right. No, and that's the thing. It's like the probability of it being a possibility is true. Like,
that would be nuts.
the universe is technically infinite,
We're all
right?
dead.
We don't know the
Are
scenario.
there superheroes then?
Are there no superheroes?
I
We
don't know.
actually know. We don't know there's other life in this fucking galaxy, let alone the universe.
This is like a conversation you have when you are high as fuck.
This is my brain always, not even high. You see
Figure
why
it
I'm not?
out.
I'm not like big on like getting high.
mentally? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a problem. I just always think like I'm stoned.
Yeah, all the time.
But you still didn't have that much fun with this water wet conversation.
What?
Remember that a long time ago when that was a fucking hot topic? Is water wet?
Right. Technically, no. But it is what causes things to be wet. But it's not wet because it is.
Wet.
Right. It's the
No,
same.
I agree. My answer is no. If you're gonna be a sticker little bitch and try to put like
See, the way that I would say water is wet because it touches itself and it retains itself. So water is wet because what
water
makes
doesn't
things
really retain itself.
yeah, it does has water retention.
Like
Have you ever
surface
filled?
tension?
Have you ever filled? Yeah, water retention.
Right, but I could take a rag, I could soak it in water, I could invert the rag, and the water's still in the rag.
Right.
Take a glass of fucking water, you invert said glass.
What?
The water can't
Now-
hold on to itself.
So now it's put it in space where there's no fucking gravity. It holds itself together.
Fuck.
So water
I
is
live in
what
space.
water is wet because it retains itself.
In space.
If it, in a
Water
vacuum,
is only wet in space. If water is in a place where gravity exists, it is not
it
wet.
still retains itself though, because you can have like
It doesn't retain itself.
you can have water overhang things, right? A cup. You can have water over the cup and it retains itself.
Barely.
Sometimes heavily.
Barely. Like in the big sea, like you can't take a glass of water.
Here's a better
fucking
question: is
Dairy
ice
Queen
wet?
that motherfucker. Is ice wet?
Yeah.
That's a tricky one.
I'm talking on temperatures where you can't have water. So like 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
I would say if it's frozen, no.
Right. Water frozen is not wet.
No. Until you touch it.
But water is wet.
In space.
There's period.
No, in space.
Because there's retention to it.
Water can't
Water
hold on to itself.
There's think about like in a straw. Water will go up a straw and out. Like a siphoning effect. That's retention.
So, but the water's not like linking arms, being like, let's go, boys.
Yeah, it is.
No.
That's how fucking
It's a
siphoning works.
pressure differential.
But it wouldn't work if it couldn't hold on to itself.
So you're saying if it couldn't, a siphon just wouldn't work then?
Yeah.
You're fucking nuts. No. No.
Right.
That's a difference.
How?
No, it's a difference in pressure. It's not even the same fucking
You can
thing.
siphon things without pressure. Yeah.
No.
Because you don't have to blow into it. You can suck it out, right? That's not pressure differential.
Yes, it is. You're creating a vacuum.
Which is not pressure.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Vacuum is not pressure.
It's the opposite of pressure.
Which is not pressure, so it's not a pressure differential.
It is a pressure differential. You're creating a vacuum on one side, but there's still pressure on the other side of the line.
Yeah, but you can actually cause water to do it without pressure, without any of that. You can cause water to go up and over a scenario without vacuum. Have you seen the chain thing that's been going on the internet recently? The chain links thing?
Yeah.
It works the same way.
You like whip it out of a bucket
Yeah.
and it does the fucking thing. But yeah, they're fucking linked to each other. Do that with water and I'm fucking wrong. Okay?
There's things like in mines where they were making water go up by pulling itself over in mines. Have you?
No. Because the water is in something.
Open top.
No, it's
Yeah.
not a fucking river that's just magically
Yeah,
flowing.
there's areas
You're
that can
full
do
of
that.
dick.
I am not.
You're full of shit.
I am not at all.
Rivers flow uphill.
There's areas in the world where it actually does.
Australia.
That's actually
the
a pressure.
toilets also flush
That's
different.
actually a pressure differential, and that's not necessarily true either.
You're full of shit, man.
You gotta watch.
You watch too much dumb
I
shit.
watch a lot of science shit. It's like my favorite shit to watch.
It doesn't matter. It's true. Like that doesn't mean it's true.
Because science is never always true. So you're not wrong. It's the whole theory.
Rivers don't flow up. That's what I'm fucking saying. When was the last time you went to a waterfall? I'm like, oh fuck, damn.
Let me see if I can find you one real quick. Where
Full of shit.
an example.
You're full of shit.
This water can flow naturally uphill.
No. Not naturally. It's got to be put in a specific environment.
Hang on.
You hang the fuck on. It's not true.
It's called capillary action. Allows small volumes of water to flow uphill against gravity so long as the water flows through narrow and small spaces. This upward
That's
flow,
describing a fucking straw.
This upward flow happens when a liquid's adhesion to the walls of materials such as paper towel is stronger than the cohesive forces between its liquid molecules. So, my explanation was wrong, but
The
they
whole
can
thing's fucking wrong.
flow upwards.
You just described how a straw works. As long as it's flowing in a fucking tube.
But it doesn't need to be a tube. That's what he just said. A paper towel is that whole action where it'll soak up a paper towel.
Mhm.
That's not a tube.
No.
That right there shows that it can adhere the walls of the material and go up, so it can flow up.
Okay, so fine. What else besides the paper towel does it? You don't fucking. You're not sitting there.
All right, here.
When was the last time you saw
Arctic
a
River?
fucking flood?
There's an uphill flowing river beneath one of Antarctic's ice sheets. Beneath the continent's ice sheets sits the Gamsbertsev Mountains. It has a range of peaks and valleys with the same size as the European Alps. In the valleys there is water. We can tell because when we fly over it, the echo from the ice penetrating radar is much stronger. Intriguingly, researchers can tell the river is flowing backwards because the ice on top of it is aligned against the direction of the ice flow. There are other instances in which water naturally ran uphill. For instance, an 8 magnitude earthquake shook Missouri so hard the Mississippi River temporarily flowed backwards. That is wild. That the Mississippi River.
Alright. Fucking video or never happened. You can't just fucking claim that kind of horse shit on the internet without some sort of proof. That better be a linked set of words.
2008.
Google Mississippi flowing backwards.
Hang on.
It's gonna be a really hard, like, accurate video to find, actually.
Mississippi River reverse flow. The first time the Mississippi River reverses flow was in 1812. But that's due to a tsunami effect.
Well, that's not.
Right, I'm just
It's
saying.
a pressure difference.
That's not a pressure difference.
A volumetric difference.
Yeah, I can go with that.
More volume, more pressure in the same contained space, dipshit. Pressure difference. Fucking idiot.
But either way, the
No,
paper
don't
the
fucking
paper-
glaze over the fact
so
that you're wrong right
the
there.
paper towel instance shows that water can flow.
Up a paper towel. When was the last
Which is
time
not
you
a
saw
tube.
a flood and a skyscraper
I've
just
never
sucked
said
up all the
I
fucking
didn't.
water?
I'm not saying that it's a normal
So,
occurrence.
Then fine, we can classify a paper towel as a scientific anomaly.
It's not though, because capillary action's a thing.
What else? That's not fibrous.
Again, like let me find like
So you probably do it to a towel or a t-shirt.
there's water.
Anything
differences too.
fibrous.
Let me go back to what I was looking for before.
It's like you're a flat earther proving yourself wrong.
No, I didn't prove myself wrong.
And you just
I
saw the camera.
I
And you're,
just did the wrong. I did the wrong
the
thing.
last conversation we just had, I just see you raising that camera up, being like, "Oh, there's the light," and your only response is, "That's interesting." You still can't admit it. That it's no. A paper towel is a very, very unique situation as far as gravity defying.
This is definitely not the right scenario here. This is electrically charged water.
Yeah, it's not natural.
I'm not saying it's a normal, naturally occurring scenario.
Like a paper towel, it's not natural. You don't pick paper towels, right?
Let's see here. This is a bunch of random ass shit.
That's all you're gonna find because your theory is bogus.
No.
Water flows uphill, bro. Watch.
Technically,
If
like,
your theory's right.
have you seen how trees work with
If
water?
your
By the way?
theory's right, I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna suck toilet water into my bladder.
No, there's your pressure differential. That's different. You're putting pressure, push it out.
Yeah, but if I take a paper towel from a dong with water,
It might come back up. It might take some time. This bowl's garbage. I fucked up. I fucked up. Bing, bing, bing.
These guys are still playing Apex Legends. That's crazy. It's 4 or 5 hours of fucking Apex. So there's actually like an interesting thing too. Like I read about trees in like this water scenario,
trees are living organisms, completely different.
but they don't really have like a pumping system for their water, and we're still not sure how they make water go from the bottom to the top.
Full shit all the time. Speaking of that. I wonder how that sounds on mic. Well, at least the mic isn't like 4D because that stinks.
There's no smell-o-vision. But yeah, there's like we're still not like 100% sure on how trees get their pumping effect, like from the water from the base to the top. Like
Paper
we're still,
towel.
it might work like that, but
Of course it does. What do you think a fucking paper towel is made out of?
trees, but not the same way. They're not. My
A
point
paper
is,
towel is just a shaven tree
my
that's
point
been
is,
baked.
you're maybe true. I don't fucking know. I'm just
Science.
saying.
Slice it and bake it.
It's much like this is one of those like scenarios we just don't understand why it is like that.
I bet no, it's like a paper towel. You take a dry 2x4, stick it in a bucket of water, eventually the whole thing will be wet.
Right.
Because of your
Well,
capillary
how does it
horse
do?
shit.
How does it do it over 30 feet?
Why not?
Because a 2x4 won't continue getting wet, right?
Why not?
It doesn't.
When was the last time you stuck a fucking 20-foot 2x4 in a bucket of water?
I have never done it, but like you stick a shorter one than that in a water bucket, and it's never gone up. It goes up a couple inches tops.
I would still bet there's some sort of pressure differential going on.
And it's very possible.
Like you put that 12-foot 2x4 in a 5-gallon bucket,
much smarter
maybe not.
people than us have researched and don't have 100% grasp on it.
That's because smart people are fucking dumb most of the time. They're too smart that makes them dumb. But they just overthink shit. And then they end up back at the beginning like, wait.
If only that's how it actually
Yeah, it
works.
is.
Yeah, but I was going to find you that equation that like breaks.
Oh yeah, more. We disproved more of your horse shit right here.
No, what was it? Like, we were talking about, it breaks, what is it?
PEMDAS.
PEMDAS.
Nah. That means you just What, it's so hard to read if you don't know how to do math, or what?
I love this fucking channel. It's just so ridiculous.
See, you're basing your facts off of ridiculous truths.
So like this right here is the simplest math problem that no one can solve. It's like 3x plus 1.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I think it's... And like it goes through like this whole like scenario, and the numbers get wild.
This is the most dangerous problem in mathematics. One that young mathematicians are warned not to waste their time on. It's the simple conjecture that not even the world's best mathematicians have been able to solve. Paul Erdős, a famous mathematician. Here's how it works. Pick a number, any number. 7? Good choice. Okay, we're going to apply two rules. If the number is odd, we multiply by 3 and add 1. So 3 times 7 is 21, plus 1 is 22. If the number is even, we divide by 2. So 22 divided by 2 is 11. Now we keep applying these two rules. 11 is odd, so we multiply by 3, 33, and add 1, 34. Even, divide by 2, 17. Odd, multiply by 3, 51, add 1, 52. Even, divide by 2, 26. Still even, divide by 2, 13. Odd, so we multiply by 3, 39, add 1, and that's 40, which is even, so we divide by 2, 20, divide by 2, 10, divide by 2, 5. Odd, multiply by 3, 15, add 1, 16, divide by 2, that's 8, and then 4, 2, and 1. Now 1 is odd, so we multiply by 3 and add 1, which equals 4. But 4 goes to 2 goes to 1, so we're in a loop, and the lowest number is 1. Now the conjecture is this. Every positive integer, if you apply these rules, will eventually end up in the 4, 2, 1 loop. This is commonly called the Collapse Conjecture, after German mathematician Lothar Collapse, who may have come up with it in the 1930s. But the problem has many origin stories and many names. It's also known as the Ulam Conjecture, Carpetani's problem, Waite's Conjecture, Hass's algorithm, the Syracuse
That's a good
problem,
name.
and
Hass's.
3n plus 1. Why is 3x plus 1 so famous? Among the
Yeah, so it's the unsolvable problem is why does it go into this loop? But it's not always. And sometimes the numbers will like, you can start at like, I think it's like 250 something or whatever. It goes like up to like 22,000 and then back down to 1. And so like this is random ass shit like that, like where like it breaks like our mathematical equations and what we know and what we do on a physical basis. And like much like how we like don't know the end of pi, even though we use circles and things all the time.
That's not confusing. I don't understand what's confusing about it. Like, why is it a big deal? It's just a fucking pattern.
It's because it wants. There's later in that video it explains why it's a problem, and why it breaks certain physics scenarios that happen normally.
Total loophole.
That's not how mathematics works.
Apparently it is.
But it shouldn't, because everything else.
But we don't fucking know.
Right. That's
so
all.
maybe that's normal.
That's all I'm saying. There's things that we don't know yet, and we can't figure out everything because
That's fine. I think if humans knew everything, this world would suck dick. Imagine how boring that would be. There's nothing new to find out.
I mean, true, but we have to try, because that's how we learn again how like molecules and neutrinos and all these other things that we didn't know existed fucking 50 years. What they do to us and what they change and how they change the world and what they do.
I mean, imagine like it gets to a point where like we just know everything. There's nothing new.
I don't think there's ever going to be the time.
Why?
Much like this, we're trying to figure it out and it's forever.
I don't understand what there's to figure out. It's a pattern. It's already figured out.
Yeah, but there's a why. Does every number get to that? And the thing is, since we don't know everything about mathematics, there could be a number that doesn't. And what does that do when we put it into physics-based equations?
It's super stupid.
It's just complex, and it's just interesting to try to figure those things out.
That's not interesting to me. Like, cool. You do your whole 3x plus 1, and then if it's even, you divide by 2. Eventually,
Well, this is how we find things about like black holes and gravity
with that
and
pattern, you will get
dark
to a number
matter
that's fully
and
divisible by 2.
antimatter and those kind of things that don't exist or that we didn't know existed fucking 20 years ago. And we don't know what their purpose in energy goes and what they could be used for. If teleportation's possible, like those kind of things could come from this finding this shit out.
No. I don't think so. That doesn't seem that complex to me. So by times it by 3 and adding 1, you will eventually get to a number that's fully divisible by 2.
Right. But could there be a number that doesn't, that causes, again, the change of time, the change of fucking, like where you sit here versus like you sitting there. Like those are the things that like, they're just, you know, we 100 years ago, 200 years ago, we thought like a lot of things were just like, you know, we still believed in fucking witches and magic and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Whereas we've kind of debunked a lot of that stuff, but there's still things that we don't understand, like why gravity comes from mass. We don't understand why that's the case.
Maybe we do.
And if we could figure out why mass creates gravity, what could we change? You know, what could we go to different planets in seconds versus years and colonize different things and see different shit? That's why it interests me.
It's going to take a much smarter group of people to figure out.
I agree.
Than Earth. Okay? Sorry. We can be
But
smart. We have those few gems every now and then that come through and just rock your world.
But that's what I'm saying when it comes to like why it interests me is what is possible. Because you know, you look at like computers 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were the size of rooms. And now you have more computing power in your pocket than sent people to space.
There's nothing in my pocket.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. Your phone, you dipshit.
Your science is wrong again.
Well, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Those things, like, we went from, like, you know.
Like, a computer containing it. Like, this entire room is the computer.
That can only do basic, simple math equations.
Right, and now you got this thing that can do whatever the fuck you ask it to do.
Right. You have all of the information in the world exists in your hand. And there's still people.
Access exists in your hand.
Correct.
We don't have all the information, so you're wrong. Again, just constantly keep disproving your theories.
But I could be right, too.
You think everything that is... Well, I guess you're right, but you're also wrong.
that's the thing.
Everything that's known isn't on this phone, but not everything is known.
Right.
Why are we having this conversation?
it's just one of those like random scenarios.
So, all in all, bringing that back to where it started, water's only wet in space.
We're dropping frames again. Some bullshit.
But back to that. None of that proved, because that's where this started. Water cannot hold itself.
Right.
Now you fucking agree? After all
but
that
also,
shit?
But also wrong, because if you in a vacuum it does, right? Or no gravity.
In space.
Right.
Yeah.
Which there's more space than there is not space.
We don't know.
You're right.
I know.
So none of it is true or false.
Water isn't even real. This is all simulation. Is that where this is coming back to?
Could be.
It's all horse shit?
It fully could be.
That'd be fucking nuts. There'd be so many ways.
You just wake up when you're fucking dead, like you die in this world, and you wake up when you're
in
alive.
a movie right now?
Yeah, we don't know.
Like we're being watched?
Truman Show style.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna get paid for shit.
Not some bullshit.
Some slave entertainment.
There's a bunch of rich people that we don't know.
Yeah.
It's like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker?
That you've seen that
Yes.
or read the book or whatever.
No.
And
But I watched the movie.
you should read the book. The book's great.
Reading is tough.
I fully disagree, but
I can watch a movie in an hour and a half. I can't read a book in an hour and a half.
Yeah, but it doesn't give you all the information.
It gives me enough. I was a Spark Notes kid in high school. I think I read Lord of the Flies because I found the fucked up carnage very interesting.
Right, you just gotta find what you like to read.
Yeah. And I can't.
There's plenty
focus.
of like good things that are fucking fantastic to read.
I read Harry Potter, and I read that book.
So you were interested in Harry Potter, so that's the same.
Would
you rather watch the movies or read the books?
Watch the movies. I'm a huge movie person.
I
I'm a
understand
visual
that.
person. It's like, would I rather watch a movie or listen to a lecture?
There's also a video I need to show you about how learning styles don't actually exist.
You're horse. You're full of shit. Yes, they do. I learn a better. There is an optimal way for me to learn.
I'll send you.
You're full of dick. I'm telling you right now, you're fucking wrong.
I'll send it to you, and you can watch it, and you can believe it or not.
I bet one of the fucking methods isn't I'm a visual learner, I'm a listener, and I'm a fucking Google video watcher.
There's studies.
Study my dick.
I mean, somebody did.
No one has. There's nothing to study. It's a penis.
Each one's unique, supposedly.
We don't know.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
There could be only like 12 different kinds of dicks.
And I'm guessing there's gonna be more than that.
And a half.
We've all watched a
Midgets.
gangbang on Pornhub.
Yeah. With more than 12 dudes? No. Because then it's conflicting. Like, holy shit, we got twin dicks? We can have twin dicks. So there's no difference between 12 and 24 because it's all the same dicks.
Alright. I'm tired of sitting in my basement, so let's go do something.
Let's go get a little drunk.
My head feels like a fucking piece of concrete.
Well, fill it.
Okay. We're gonna cut the stream. Have a good night.
Bye.
And we'll see you next week. Ooh.
Fine.
Bro, be nice to my shit.
It's okay, the water will hold itself together. Fuck.